It's not news, it's Fark.com. From Yahoo News, food expert reminds you to make sure your lobster's tail is curled, which is a sign that it was alive when killed.
I wonder if it was killed to death.
So wait a minute, you boil these things alive until they scream and turn red? That's like the most metal thing I've ever heard.
It's like waterboarding with boiling water. You do this with one guy at Gitmo, I bet the rest will talk.
Who would eat a lobster that was dead when they killed it?
I don't see what the hubbub about lobster is. Never had a good one.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Okay, now stay with me. Are you ready? Maybe you don't like lobster. Crawdads are possibly even tastier than lobster. Unfortunately, there's a lot more work to get a comparable amount of meat out. But I consider that balanced by the hugely increased number of individual deaths. Well, you wouldn't think cruelty would be so delicious, but it is. Honestly, once you try human, lobster pales in comparison.
My wife and I don't eat sea bugs of any kind, because frankly, we're better than you people. I also don't own a TV, and I use a non-ironic rotary phone. Pretty much king shit of Fuck Island over here.
It's not news, it's Fark.com. From Yahoo News, food expert reminds you to make sure your lobster's tail is curled, which is a sign that it was alive when killed. Yes and no. Until you raise the pot lid, you don't know if it is alive or dead.
Are we talking about Schrodinger's lobster?
Hey, stick a fork in it, it's through. I put a wooden skewer through the tail before I drop them into the steamer. That keeps the tail straight while it cooks. Lest I be accused of animal cruelty, I always murder them first by splitting the head with a chef's knife. I prefer my crustaceans dead already when they're killed. My wife and I don't eat sea bugs of any kind, because frankly, we're better than you people. I also don't own a TV, and I use a non-ironic rotary phone. Pretty much king shit of Fuck Island over here. Lobster's just almost never worth it. 5 cracks, 10 bites, and you're done. Unless you like fiddling around with the little legs. Get a steak. Though it's admittedly much more difficult to find a boiling pot large enough for a cow. Also horrifying.